Welcome to my channel. My name is Emmy from Emmy Evolving. If this is your first time joining me, thank you for finding me. If this is not your first time, thank you for coming back. So, guys, okay, first and foremost, I just knocked everything over. Ah, my goodness. How are you guys doing? Whew. Yes, it's been a crazy in not a bad way type of morning. Um it's definitely been interesting energy wise. I think a lot of what's happening energy wise is really like the end result of things that were left completely just like unresolved for too long, right? I asked what today's reading is going to be about, and what I heard is all their efforts to harm you will fail. Fuck yeah. Oh my gosh. I love that though. I love that. I can't say that I'm mad at that. I can't say that I feel badly about that. I can say that it's long overdue. It's definitely long overdue. It is something that um I guess to some degree we have been blocking from arriving because of our guilt, because of this, because of that. And I feel like just the time for guilt and these mental games that we play with ourselves, these mental games that people try and play with us to make us feel badly for having boundaries, make us feel badly for um mm, being patient people, right? It seems as though society, like a large portion of society, but not all, tends to get things twisted. Like you're okay with the punishment, you are okay with the maltreatment because you're being patient. You're giving people or a person the time to recognize, like, hey, you need to regulate your behavior. Hey, your behavior's not okay. And I mean, honestly, what I've learned just by observing people for as long as I have, I'm a very big people watcher. Um, People who treat others poorly, they feel entitled to that. They feel like their behavior is not wrong at all. And that definitely needs correction expeditiously. I think a lot of what's been happening is that, there hasn't been connections being allowed, like where you're seeing like, okay, this behavior is causing an increase in the sense of entitlement to me, my space, my energy, and I need to do something about this. I'm guilty of that as well. I have a tendency to see the toxicity in people and just like try and be patient. Like, okay, you've been through something in life as causing an act a fool. And I have a tendency to hesitate labeling people a fool. Well, I mean, when you act stupid, and I have a specific person in mind right now. When you act stupid consistently for a prolonged period, I have to assume you're stupid. I have to. I mean, that's the next logical thing. Just assume that you are showing me with accuracy who you are and that you don't need excuses from me. You need corrections. The only time the efforts to harm you will fail is when you withdraw all of your energy. You do not feed into that by either not reacting at all, which sometimes that's appropriate. Other times you need a full reaction. You need a full corrective reaction, right? I always use myself as an example for the concepts that I am trying to present to all of you, right? I have a tendency to use myself as an example. This is no different. So, For a long period of my life, my publicly visible life, I have allowed people to have this assumption that I'm very docile, that, I'm cutesy spicy, but I'm not like formidable. I'm cutesy spicy, like a little bit of attitude. And that's just not accurate. That's not accurate. But I've allowed people to have an inaccurate view of me and my capabilities. I just felt like it would be easier. I felt like um, it would be something that is more readily tolerated by others. Boy, oh boy, I'm learning. I am absolutely learning that that was the most erroneous decision I could have ever made. Yeah. So I've been dealing with a circumstance which all of you are already aware. If you're new to my channel, you're lucky. You're lucky you haven't witnessed the foolery for the past several years. But I've been dealing with a circumstance where, my opinion, this is an idiotic person, um, fully immersed in a sense of entitlement that they can treat people however they want, make threats, have a history of violence against women, and have no consequence to their actions. Well, as I began to speak openly about my capacity to defend myself, if forced, I absolutely can defend myself. Absolutely. I was taught that since childhood, how to defend myself in the face of a larger aggressor. I was taught that. I was taught to never allow myself to be a victim. And wouldn't you know, for what, a year, over a year now, year and a half, all of these death threats that I've been receiving, all of a sudden you feel that a specific individual who's been sending me death threats, very graphic, suddenly feels so threatened because in a recent live stream I said, I know how to grapple. I work out like crazy. I'm strong as fuck. And I can choke you the fuck out. They had a full on meltdown via email because they feel threatened that someone my size stated that I can defend myself if I am forced to. And I even clarified in that same video, 2 minutes after I made that statement, that I want to be very clear in what I'm communicating, as I'm using myself and my situation as an example for a viewer who had made a comment about revenge. I clarified that I'm not stating that I have an intention to plan to harm someone. I am stating the fact that I have the capacity to defend myself with force that is appropriate for the threats I have received. Right? Now, I'm not going to say that it's my fault that this has gone the way it has, because any decent person would know certain behaviors, you're not supposed to do that. You're not allowed to do that. Right? I will only take ownership of what I need to rightfully take ownership of, which is allowing my energy to be used to perpetuate the behaviors. What did I say a few minutes ago? When you withdraw all of your energy, some people just go limp. Some people go limp. Yeah. Etheric erectile dysfunction. I'm saying etheric erectile dysfunction. They think they're so hardcore. And then they find out, like, oh, this person who I've chosen to victimize because I assumed the Asianness of their features would make them docile and a perfect victim, because they'll never talk about it. Here I am talking about my experiences. which I'm allowed to do in the United States of America, which is where I'm doing all of the live streams, meaning I'm not bound by the laws of other countries. I am bound by the laws of the United States of America. So I share my life experiences. And sometimes that alone is enough to cause all of these efforts to harm you to fully fail. The most abusive people need you to be quiet about what they're doing. They need you to remain quiet. They cannot stand that other people know how they're behaving. You know, this question, this scenario pops in my head, and it kind of makes me laugh simply because it's like, and suddenly, oh, you thought you was badass, right? Theoretically, a person could think they're badass and try and speak like a thug. And then you come across a female who grew up with literal thugs, and suddenly you're not so thuggish, right? You're not so thuggish. It's that thuggish, ruggish bone. Oh, oh, that's so sad. That's so sad. Your testicles never descended. What's it feel like? What's that feel like? What's that feel like? Hmm? Hmm. That's so sad. Right. Uh, exactly. I feel that. I absolutely feel that. It's no secret the way my channel functions and the work that I do as a public figure. It's no secret. I speak about my life. I speak about things that I live through. That is how and why I am relatable to you guys. I'm not speaking from a podium about things that I've never experienced in life. And therefore, it's kind of hypocritical of me to speak about something I've never even experienced, right? That's no secret. So, for any other people who look at me and is like, ooh, this Asian tenderoni, I'm going to victimize you. I hope you bring some lube because you might want to watch me a bit longer before you ever try shit with me. I finally entered into a space within my life and my journey where I'm good off that shit. No, it will be met with the appropriate level of publicly visible aggression, publicly visible discontent towards whoever it is. And I think what's happening right now is we as individuals, we are being liberated to speak openly about our lives, to speak openly. You know, some time ago, I had someone who tried to do very similar shit. Really just be very disrespectful and very volatile in their attempts to violate my space, right? In their attempts to locate me. And you know, that too ended up I needed to take legal action for that shit because no, I'm fucking done. I'm done. I'm done. And as though I'm incompetent, the legal counsel that that person secured, this is two people at this point that I've had to really fight for my dignity. a dignified, safe existence. That person also tried to shut me up. They tried to force me to sign documentation that forces me to agree. There's this insinuation that I lied, but I didn't. I don't lie on shit. And that I give up my right to speak about my life and life events from a very factual point of view. And they tried to say that if I didn't sign that settlement, well, that opens me up to litigation. Fucking sue me, bitch. Sue me. I wish a motherfucker would. Sue me. Not a fucking peep. Not a peep. And I will continue to fight for my right to speak about my life. Hey, you know what? If people want to identify themselves as the person who did these horrendous things to me, that's on you. That's on you. Or your feelings are hurt that I'm speaking about what you did. That's on you. I don't give a fuck at this point. And I think what we need to do, I just got a notification. Injuries, how to train around them. Okay, so maybe you've been injured in life, right? Maybe things have happened that have caused you to feel very injured emotionally, mentally, physically, whatever it is. And you're at a point where it's like it's hard to make moves that are healthy for you. It's hard for you to do the actions, the training that can very much support healthy growth, right? Development, further development of your strength, internally, physically, whatever it is. Okay, you need to find out ways to train while injured, where you're not going to aggravate the injury, nor are you going to be halted by it, right? Nor are you going to be halted by it. That's perfectly fine. We need to lose the fear of what will happen if someone's successful in hurting us, harming us. It's that fear that prevents you from taking the necessary action to correct what is happening, right? Corrections need to be dosed out appropriately. They need to be dosed out appropriately. Absolutely. Absolutely. So, oh my God, hold on. Let me see. What time is my next session? Ooh, I better hurry up. I better hurry up. Okay, let's get started. Absolutely. Absolutely. Ooh, this confirmation. Confirmation. Fuck yes. I claim this entire reading. I claim the totality of the message of this reading. Absolutely. Without knowing yet the cards that have come out in front of me. Are you ready to halt the fuckery that's happening in your life? Are you ready to reclaim your life, your energy, your potential? Are you ready? Because if you're ready, hashtag ready. If you are ready, if you're done playing games with other people and letting other people do whatever the hell they want, interfering with all of your potential, all of the abundance that keeps being taken from you because someone convinced you that you'd never get it? Nah, Hashtag ready. Hashtag ready. Because no, fuck that. Fuck that. Y'all have heard y'all have heard the saying like your mom's a hoe. Y'all have heard that, right? That's gonna be my new I have someone in mind in my head. That's gonna be my new catchphrase. Your mom's a whore. I wish I could share with you guys why that's so hilarious to me. Okay, you're ready. I'm ready. whoever this is that's been trying to fuck with your entire trajectory, thinking they could do whatever the hell they want. No, they're not going to cleanse this from their space. No, they're going to feel the full brunt of the fuckery they piled up. They're going to feel the full thing, not by your hands, by their own. By their own. I don't believe in revenge. I don't believe revenge is appropriate. I believe correction, when necessary, needs to be applied. Right? And I've shared this many, many times. Do not enter into a space of thinking anything that I'm talking about is about revenge, retaliation. I do not believe in that. I believe when correction is necessary, absolutely correct a motherfucker. Correct them. Right? So they really thought that they could like cleanse the slate and be like, no, I didn't. I didn't do any of that. I didn't. No, your ass is sticking out, sir, ma'am, ma'am, sir. Yes, your behavior is on full display. You can't wash this kind of filth off of you. In addition to that, everything that's done from this point on is not going to be prosperous. This is whoever this is for you, they are so upside down in their thoughts of what they're doing, it's not going to be prosperous. Let the desperation games begin. They're getting very desperate. They're very ungrounded, right? Very, very, very ungrounded. They cannot contain the upside down fuckery that they want to create. They're wilding out within themselves. And as I was saying that, it was just 22 minutes, 22 seconds. What, bitches? 22 minutes, 22 seconds. 4 and 4. That means you are facing shit head on. 4 is the number of self. You are facing shit head on. And also my logic, 4 offenses equals a slap. You know what I'm saying? It equals a slap, not physical slap, because I'm not an asshole. I'm not an abuser, right? I absolutely am capable of defending myself, abso-fucking-lutely, with as much force as is necessary, right? But no, I'm not an abuser. I'm thinking of an abusive person, a specific abusive person who has even bragged about slapping their mother. Like, really? Wow. Like, why would you even write that to me? Wow. Wow. That's fucking crazy. That's not attractive. That's fucking crazy. That's like mental health issues. Wow. Yeah. I have stories that I will continue to share with all of you. And they're just stories. Um, you know, certain situations that I think of. Sometimes they're hypothetical. Sometimes they're just things that I witness. But I will make sure to continue to share stories that pop into my head that further illustrate whatever it is I'm speaking about, whatever the cards inspire me to discuss with all of you. Yep. Oh, twin flame stuff. Twin flame stuff. I told you guys about someone who that I've had people who are so obsessed with me because they think I'm their twin flame and stuff like that, right? Like just insanity. Insanity. So card number 20, softly, softly, the tender touch. What you need to speak softly about and who you need to speak softly to is yourself. Do not beat yourself up. Do not berate yourself internally because you didn't know that you needed to correct something, because you didn't know yet the difference between revenge and correction. There's a difference. Corrections are necessary. They don't carry any type of intrinsic karmic load because it doesn't come from a space of retaliation. It comes from a space of necessity in order to correct the imbalance that is tugging and challenging your internal peace. Corrections are not loaded with karma. They're just not. It doesn't come from a place of like hurting and harming and any of that. It comes from a place of what needs to be changed to reestablish the peace. What needs to be changed, corrected, realigned, you know? That's what correction is, right? So seeing the true you, whoever it is that you're dealing with that's putting so much effort to blacken the waters around you. They cannot see the true you, your strength, your capacity. And here's the thing, this is what I think, right? Because everything in all of my live streams, as I've said over the years, it's just all about my perception, my opinion. I never state things as factual. These are my opinions, right? Um, when someone goes out of their way to spread darkness, turn your waters dark all around you, it still serves your growth. Don't get me wrong, we're not going to give any people like that the credit for you growing. We are not going to say, oh, I'm thankful for them because they grew me. No, they were assholes. They were abusive. They were disgusting pieces of shit. That's all you need to know. That is all you need to acknowledge. And then you need to recognize that dark water is the perfect surface to see your own reflection. Is this situation that you're dealing with, is this a externally projected circumstance that's living inside you? Have you been treating yourself poorly and thinking that um, you've just been hiding it from everyone else perfectly, that no one knows the insecurities, the self-loathing that exists inside you? It gets projected out into your environment. It absolutely does. It absolutely does. Because um what we need to do is really become aware of the ways that our self-love is quite possibly still deficient, that we're not loving ourselves enough yet. Maybe you've made some progress. That's good, right? You're not only valid or validated when you get to the end result. No, you're valid while you are working through the process that eventually brings you to the finish line, that moment of realization of how much more love you deserve from yourself, right? You're valid then as well. So for some of us, we're surrounded by this dark energy, dark intention, because we're not able to see ourselves. Now, there's another way. Ooh, 100% at 1212. There is another way for you to be able to experience this divine mirror effect so that you could really truly see the truth and gravity of you without having to be surrounded by darkness. And, I am slowly but surely shifting my perception and my stance on this specific topic, on this specific topic, right? Card number 13, power of attraction. Sometimes for some of us, there is one other person out there that is a divine mirror of us. And knowing that they exist, interacting with them, um, sometimes that's the very thing that is necessary. That's the very thing that gets you to the next part. That's the very thing that, silent spirit, self actualization. Wow. Mm. Ooh. Card number 22, she feels, she knows. I think you already feel and know what you need to do to no longer allow the continuation, the progression of someone else's efforts to hurt you and harm you. I think maybe, and again, using my life as an example, um, I think maybe I am experiencing such an opposing polarity, so far over onto that side, the ugly side, the maltreatment side, the disgustingness of human potential, the negative human potential, right? I think maybe I'm experiencing that because very soon, I don't know, maybe soul is trying to bring me another um soul sibling, because maybe very soon I'm going to be faced with a reflection of the most beautiful parts of myself existing outside of me. And I'm not opposed to that. I'm not opposed to that, right? I'm not opposed to facing and communicating with an individual who is a living embodiment of the most beautiful parts of me so that I can feel even more inspired to tap more deeply into those parts of me. Like, I am so not opposed to that, right? Mm. Because look, seeing eye to eye. There's no averting the gaze. There is no avoiding whatever it is. There is just mutual focused observations, observing from a space of relaxed, balanced neutrality, right? That's beautiful. That's beautiful. That's actually really beautiful. Hmm. I'm going to have to explore that later with soul. I really am. I'll tell you guys this. I am so eager to get to the next part of my journey, my spiritual development, the progression of my understanding of myself and my divine purpose. And I am so aware, oh my God, I'm so aware that it requires the presence of a mirror, right? An individual that exists outside of me that can help me to see with clarity the gravity of who I am just by existing and allowing me to observe, witness them in their process. I am very eager for that. I'm just like I'm super eager, super ready to get to the next part. So maybe all the efforts to harm you will fail because your focus, your attention will be taken up by a person who, and I'm not speaking on romance here. I don't like to speak on romance too much. I don't want to be responsible for your feelings getting hurt. I just don't like that. Um, so I'm speaking strictly on soul-based connections. Hey, Sunflower Jenny. It's been a while, boo. I hope you've been good. um, so this is strictly like a soul-based connection that I'm picking up. And this is like, they have all the parts of you that are not already with you. I know that there are certain people in this world that carry aspects of you that you're not familiarized with. They carry it within them. It is a part of them. And when you witness them, interact with them, communicate with them, you are gifted back these parts because now you're seeing it existing in someone else. And you're like, oh my gosh, why is this resonating so deeply? Oh my gosh, because this is me. This is my truth. And I'm witnessing someone else as a mirror of my truth, showing me the most beautiful parts of me. I'm so ready. And I don't even have to make any disclaimers of make sure they're not crazy. No, no, because whoever it is that comes forward, It's going to be a reflection of the healthiest, most powerful, most balanced parts of me. I have no fear of what will happen when a person comes before me and that's their purpose in my life, to show me what is not already within me, because they will be the healthiest, most profound experience for me. There's not going to be any toxicity there. There's not going to be any confusion. There's not going to be anything that I'm going to need to worry about, because guess what? Soul is not going to allow that, because now I'm not allowing myself to be distracted by other people's efforts, intense dedication to derailing my progression. No, no more. I am a big rig with no brakes. You cannot slow me down. You cannot stop me anymore. It's going to require the entirety of creation to even begin to slow me down. And, you know, really coming to this awareness, realization, acceptance, and embrace of the knowing that creation has been working overtime to clear everything out of my path. I promise you, before the end of the year, I will see my efforts come to fruition. I am focused like you wouldn't believe. Before the end of this year, join me as we witness our efforts come into full fruition. Everything you've been working towards. Ooh, benefits increasing for you. Great is enough. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, that right there. Are you ready to witness before the end of 2023 the coming into full fruition of all your efforts? Are you ready? 100% at 1221, 38, 18, 67. Ooh, that right there. That right there. A lot needs to happen. A lot needs to happen, and it's happening already. Ooh, Holy Grail. What? Let me see. Show me. Oh, boo. Oh my God. Oh my God. Is this inappropriate to say? I've been having the most inappropriate ideas all day. Um, you know, there was this lady at the gym and she's like super fit, right? Like, damn girl. And she was doing some very advanced type exercises. And I just could not help but be like, oh my God, like, do you train people? I need a trainer. I'm losing steam. I need some inspiration. I need someone to correct my form and like, and then, of course I'm super like socially awkward and I tend to be very hesitant to speak to anyone in real life. And I had been considering for like maybe 15, 20 minutes if I should go up to her because she was working out near me, go up to her and just be like, "Will you be my muscle mommy?" I wanted to ask her if she would be my muscle mommy. What? We look like we're the same age. She was so fit. Oh my God. And then I was totally like, I'm as hetero as can be, but like Just watching her work out, I was like, "That's my type. That's my type." Ooh. And then, when we left, my husband was like, "Did you see that one girl who works out like you?" I was like, "The one working out behind me. I wanted to ask her if she'd be my muscle mommy." He goes, I was like, "What?" He goes, "Is that what you call it?" I said, "I don't know." But I wanted to ask her if she'd be my muscle mommy. And he's like, "You can't say shit like that to people." And I was like, "Why? Is that like, I don't even know what that means." But I want you to teach me like you're my muscle mommy. Like I want to be fit like you, right? I want to be fit like you. I want to grow my lats like yours. She's all tatted up and everything. I was like, "I'll even let you pick my tattoos." I already have tattoos, whatever. But then, so like that's carried through. That's totally carried through. And one of my students, I hope you don't mind. One of my students totally just sent me a short video of how they organize their notes. And I was like, oh my God, that just made my inner geek moist. I don't know. Maybe it's my hormones. I don't know. That's just so satisfying. My God. I got to watch it one more time. They even have the little tabs, and it's not written out, it's printed labels with the tabs and page protectors, like moist. Just freshly baked cookie moist. I'm saying I crumble at that. Like, oh my God, the level of organization. Anyways, going beyond normal. I'm so sorry. Yes, I was on a live stream and it so affected me that I'm now talking about it while live. I'm so sorry. I didn't say your name. My bad. Going beyond normal. I think what's happening, you're being encouraged to go beyond normal, right? So going back to this, you're needing to go beyond what you normally do because you normally are not able or willing to see the real you, the true you, right? You need to let yourself begin seeing that. And I think there is someone, whoever this someone is that you're going to cross paths with or have already crossed paths with, whatever it is, they're going to gift you with a type of fortitude, excuse me, with a type of fortitude that is necessary, right? A type of fortitude that is necessary. Now, let me look at some animal meanings, okay? So what is this? Is this like a hawk? Is osprey? Um, Let me look up osprey. What does an osprey look like? Mm, it kind of looks like an osprey. What about falcon? Mm, I think it's more of an osprey. Mm, or a falcon. It looks like a falcon. God. So let's see. Is there like a falcon in here? All right. Okay. Before making a decision, step back from it and consider it from a broader perspective. There's an opportunity before you. However, be patient and trust your instinct to know when the time is right to act on it. See this guy right here? That's what he's telling you. You got to be patient. Don't rush this, okay? Pay closer attention to the natural rhythms of your body and your surroundings and see what this can teach you. Whatever choice you make at this time, once you've made it, commit to it fully and take the plunge. Okay. Ooh, that's a powerful message. Today I've been wavering on my decision to go to the gym so much. Um and no, I'm committed. I need to recommit myself to the task at hand. When you start to waver on something you've committed yourself to, you need to take a look. Has the alignment changed? Has the alignment changed because the objective, the goal has changed? Or are you just having a low moment and therefore you're needing to recommit yourself to what it is that you have tasked yourself to achieve, right? Um, okay, what does a kite look like? Uh, okay, okay, it looks like that. Take off your mask and let the world know who you really are. Oh, Lord. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Un momento, por favor. Hold on. I'm not ready. I'm not ready for an intense message. All right. Trust that none of what you have to deal with in the next few days will be a crisis. So do your best to remain calm and centered no matter what. Take some type of class or course that emphasizes breathing and slow, gentle movements. The next few days will take adaptability and flexibility on your part as you maneuver around many twists and turns that your life takes. Make sure you're eating healthy and organic foods as much as possible. A few times each day, take several slow, deep breaths and count to 10 as you inhale and 10 as you exhale. Yes. Use your mental capacities and your wits to resolve the situation you're dealing with. Focus on what you want rather than what you don't want and develop your strategy accordingly. Be courageous, willing to face whatever it is that intimidates or frightens you. Be especially guarded with your health at this time, sticking with nutritious organic foods and healthy environments. So, there is a need to kind of realign yourself with the physical demands of life, right? You need clean fuel to feel clean in your temple. Okay. I got it. I got it. Let me look at Otter. It's time to relax and be more playful, and that's probably why the food is becoming very like front and center. I know for me personally, I have been kind of feeling like I want to make the decision to really begin counting my macros and going much further into ketosis, and I drop weight a little too fast in ketosis. So being playful, exploring different textures, different flavors, and knowing the main objective is to enjoy the food you're eating while also selecting foods that are not just enjoyable but are also very healthy for you. Foods that will help to fulfill some of the nutritional deficiencies that you're facing. Clean up that area in your home that's needed organizing for some time. Whatever struggles you're up against right now, confront them head on with courage, determination, and tenacity. Doing that already did that. Make your family a top priority at this time. Already doing that. You're going to experience a surge of energy and vitality. I wonder, oh my God. I hope my muscle mommy is the person that I'm supposed to connect with. But she doesn't go to the gym all the time. Like, I don't see her all the time. So maybe next time I see her, when she smiles at me, because she smiles at me and I smile back, I think I'm going to just like make a beeline to her and be like, "Hey, muscle mommy." I'm not even going to ask her, "Can you be my muscle mommy?" I'm just going to be like, "Hey, muscle mommy, I see you working out. You're awesome. Everything is awesome." Um, I'm hoping. Don't play with me, Michael. I'm hoping. I would love that. I would love that. Okay. So let's look at the cougar. Mm. Cougar. Okay, caribou. This is a time for you to act with resolve. So make a decision, stick with it, and take the appropriate action. The long emotional and spiritual trek you've been on is about to conclude. Ah, once it does, you'll reap the rewards, benefits, and pleasures of having done it. There is solidarity and camaraderie amongst the people you know and trust, which is something your soul is yearning for at this time. So indulge yourself and seek out these folks. Although your journey may seem rather lengthy, as long as you seek the support you need, you will succeed. I'm reading for the caribou, right? Um, there's something bugging you and you need to address whatever it is and either try to change it, get away from it, or surrender to it. Woo! Like the gravity of it. Okay, cougar. You're being called upon to provide leadership to your family, friends, community, or the world as a whole. Oh my God. There's a need, and it's like crazy to me that there's all these animals, and the most prominent, the thing that my eye keeps being drawn to is the cougar itself, yet I hesitate and keep hesitating to read the meaning of a cougar. And now that I'm reading it, it makes sense because I still have some low grade hesitations, insecurities. It says you're being called upon to provide leadership to your family, friends, community, or the world as a whole. There's a need for you to be very decisive right now and not equivocate. Sorry. I always struggle with that word for some reason. Equivocate. No more procrastinating on that important task. Just get to it. Stay strong, clear, and assertive with those who are asking or demanding that you change when you're not ready to. Move forward with faith and courage and keep your eyes on the goal. Oh, Michael's having a conversation with me. He does not understand my hesitation, my resistance, when these are things I've already accomplished before I pulled back. These are things I already accomplished before I pulled back. And now I'm simply being asked to return to that same degree of accomplishment, but this time fully aware of the intentions and how I'm not going to stop anymore. Wow. That makes sense. I've already done that. I came to a realization last night, like part of what I'm supposed to do involves global things, global work. And then Michael pointed out how my energetic tools that I've auctioned over the years, they're on every single continent except Antarctica. I've already touched every continent. So what's so different now? Because it's not tangible goods. Now it's aspects of me, my thoughts, my heart. But see, girlfriend, it was those very aspects of you that caused people to value the spiritual tools that you made with your own hands. What you thought was a tangible good being sold at auction was actually people just wanting a piece of you in their home. Wow. And I've been told that over the years because I couldn't wrap my mind around why someone would want to spend what they spend on my swords. And I've had people who care deeply about me tell me over the years, they're not paying for crystals, Emmy. They're paying for the honor of having a part of you in their home. And it didn't make sense to me then. And I'm going to be honest, it's still hard for me to make sense of it now. But I'm also realizing it doesn't need to make sense. I just need to accept it. And when I reach the point of emotional and mental maturity that is appropriate to understand and make sense of the gravity of this, then I will understand. And my lack of understanding should not be the very thing that hinders my progression towards that point, towards the next event and the next event and the next event that further cultivates my understanding. Thank you, Blissful. You said yesterday that it's like we live with you, and this way you live with us too. I've had quite a few clients who their package arrived. They reached out to me excitedly to let me know that the box was left at their front porch by their front door. And as they pulled into the driveway, they didn't see the box yet, but they were like, oh my God, why does it feel like Emmy's here? Because I am. Because I am. Right. And maybe for those who can relate, for those who have energy like mine, a purpose similar to my own, for those who don't understand exactly in the same ways that I don't understand, maybe this is an indication, an explanation of why we've never fit into any group. It's because we belong to every group. And we are never to be allowed to be so comfortable in one space that we forsake all other spaces. As socially awkward as I am in real life, I feel like I can hold my own in any space at this point. That I don't need to play a caricature of aspects of me, that I could just be me and it'll be okay. People will see the goodness in me, the goodness of my heart, that I don't have malicious, malignant intentions towards others ever, ever. And it's okay if even though they see this, they don't like me, because I'm not easily digestible for all. And that's okay too, right? Stretch. It's not too far of a stretch for you to begin thinking of how much you belong to all groups, how necessary your experience, your presence is, and that sharing of yourself and what you've been through is the greatest gift you can give to whoever you come across. Excuse me. And no, that doesn't mean you need to have these confessionals with every single person you come across. It means when you are led to share, when you are encouraged to share, to speak, to connect, you should. Even if it's uncomfortable, you should. I feel like a hypocrite saying that because I was so encouraged and led to go up to this lady and I didn't today. It's okay. It's just going to take me a little bit of time to get comfortable with the knowing that I do need to go up to her. I need to ask her if she trains people and if, she knows how to coach people for actual competitions. Yeah, I think that would be a very good connection. Someone who can teach me things that I don't know that I don't know, right? That would be very good, very healthy, very, very healthy. During this part, there's no need for friction. There's absolutely no need for friction. You're going to get through everything. Whoever tries to create friction for you, it's going to slide right off of you. It's just going to slide right off of you. It needs to. Okay. Don't allow yourself to remain connected to the toxicity that someone is trying to inject into your life. Whatever efforts they are putting into harming you, it is going to fail. #fail. Make that declaration. Make that declaration. Whatever you try to do to stop me, it will fail. And you do that by putting #fail in the comments. Fail. No, I will not give consent. No, you cannot pass. You shall not pass. That's like my best Gandalf impersonation. Stop. I can't do Gandalf very well. Specialization in reverse. You don't have to be specialized in anything. You can simply be who you are, and who you are is enough. You have enough life experience. You have enough life experience, right? Magnetism. With that #fail, that carries with it the implication, the assumption that you will no longer serve as a magnet for all of these yucky, yucky, yucky things, right? Give me 1 second, guys. Okay. 1 second, guys. I'm so sorry for the interruption. All right. Let me just. Okay. So, center. Remain centered in what you are trying to accomplish. Remain very, very centered. Nothing will touch you. Nothing will touch you. No efforts will reach me. Say that in your head over and over and over. No efforts will reach me. No efforts will reach me. No efforts will reach me. You control your environment. You control your life. No efforts to be malignant or malicious to you will reach you. None. None. Make that declaration. Don't say it and not mean it. Like, say it with authority. Okay? Ooh, time and time out. Okay. Whoever this is that's trying to be so horrendous, they're out of time. And no, they're not going to get a timeout to catch their breath and think of another cockamamie-ass plan. You're out of time. To all the disgusting people who try and harm others, you whack-ass bitches are out of time. Yep. Yep. You got a problem with it? That's fine, because we all got a problem with you. Whoever is whack and tries to go out of their way to be hurtful and harmful to others, yeah, no, this community, we don't support whack-ass bitches. We just don't. If you want to identify as a whack-ass bitch, good. I'm glad you're recognizing how you are. Because I promise you, the people who don't hurt and harm other people, you're like, that's right. We don't condone that shit. And the people who are like, oh my God, I can't believe you're saying that. That's you probably self-identifying. Yeah, that tells me you're aware. You're aware of how you are. Do something about it. Stop being a shitty person. Do something about it. Do something about it. So, surrender. Don't surrender. Nope. 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 Do not surrender. Don't. Don't do it. We just got rid of 4 whack ass bitches. 4 people left alive. I'm saying. Right? Right. To the rest of you who remain on the live, evidence you are not a whack ass bitch. You are not. You're not. Recognize that you are a good person, that you don't have to tolerate the bullshit, right? No, I didn't leave because I'm a whack ass bitch. I left because your communication is offensive. Yeah? Your feelings got hurt because I called you out? You feel like I called you out? Okay. I'm messing around, you guys. I don't know who left. So, emotions, let yourself feel whatever you feel. It's going to be okay. Let yourself process how you feel about everything that you've been through because of other people. It's okay. Process, digest it out. Digest it out. You are limitless. And now you're entering into a space of recognizing just how limitless you are. You don't need to have compassion for whack ass bitches. You just don't. Does that mean you need to engage and always be combative? Not necessarily. I mean, do what is appropriate for the task at hand. Do whatever is appropriate. There's still hope for you to walk your truth. There's still hope. You're not a lost cause. You're not failing in your journey. You simply have had a few hiccups, and you know, it's about time. It's about time for you to carry forward. Ooh, trauma nagmo. Okay, card number 6. This is what we're receiving. Let's see. Card number 6, because I got to get going, guys. All right. She arises instinctively, responding to a severe threat to your well-being, freedom, and sacred fulfillment. See what the fuck I'm saying? This entire reading, oh my God, this entire reading, confirmation after confirmation after confirmation. The success that you're about to experience can no longer be contained. It's the very fire that people have lit under your ass to try and destroy you that is causing you to bubble over and be not containable. She arises, instinctively responding to a severe threat to your well-being, freedom, and sacred fulfillment. Her fierce form causes the impure to tremble and the pure of heart to move close. She is ferocious in her wrath against injustice. Dispense with thoughts of vengeance. Pray for mercy for all beings, especially those trapped in patterns of consciousness harmful towards themselves and others. Open your heart to her heart and allow her to attend to all matters of karma while you remain true to your higher self. Allow any fear or aversion that arises as you contemplate her to rise and then fall away. Like, damn. You've been through everything you need to be through. You've been through everything you needed to go through, right? With whatever you're dealing with, it's the end of it already. You're at the end part. Things are going to escalate, quite possibly. Things are going to escalate, and there is probably going to be a little bit of additional stress, frustration, irritation. And that's just so you can accrue even more frequency to burst through whatever membrane is holding you back. For some of us, the membrane is composed of our own fear. For others of us, it's people trying to block your path as a titan with fucking saran wrap. I'm not a cat, bitch. Saran wrap across the doorway is not going to stop me. I'm just saying, I'm just saying, you are a titan. Someone's trying to block your path with saran wrap. Keep walking. Just keep walking. Allow yourself to bust through any hindrances. Bust through. Bust through. So, guys, I have this ready. It is the 1010 fire ceremony, lunar eclipse fire ceremony. It's going to be this Saturday on the 14th during the lunar eclipse. The fire ceremony is going to take place during the lunar eclipse as it's happening. So it's going to be in the morning. Oh my God. My husband made me a salad with air fried chicken. I got to go. I got to go. If you would like to purchase any type of expedited request or reading, whatever it is that you're needing, go click on that QR code. Click on the link in the comment if that's easier for you. And I will see you guys again very, very soon. Very, very, very soon. I might be having a Blu-ray update tonight. We shall see. Energies have been fluctuating in a good way. It'll work out. Keep your head up. You've claimed this reading. Allow it to come through into your life. Allow yourself to be able to witness what claiming this type of energy can do for you. It's time to let go of the ugly of the past. Allow all your efforts to bring to fruition your goals before the end of this year. Hold on to that thought. Okay? I'll see you guys again very soon. Bye, everyone. Give this video a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, please do subscribe. Turn on that notification bell. Join me when I'm live. I'll see you soon. Bye, everyone.